Welcome to Virtual Veg Fest Live. Thank you to our sponsor for this month for our virtual talks, which is, hold on, where did he go? Bernie Wild. There we go. Bernie Wild is our sponsor for this month's tax. So thank you very much to Bernie Wild, because I wouldn't have this opportunity to talk to all of you in this plant-based community. And so you can check out Burning Wilds at burningwilds.com. They have a great sauce that you can check out. You can also enter Virtual Veg Fest contest at virtualvegfestlive.com to win awesome prize packs. So check all that out as well. So plant-based eating for the summer. So let's talk about this. So my first tip when it comes to, or I should say, why I wanted to talk first, kind of preface what I wanted to talk about. Why I wanted to talk about plant-based eating for the summer, because during the summer, it can be super busy, right? A lot going on, a lot of traveling, vacations. The kids are home for the summer. Activities, going to concerts, fireworks, the parks. I mean, there's so much going on, right? That sometimes our nutrition and kind of food kind of takes us a back step. Not always. Sometimes it could also be the other way around. We also have cookouts a lot in the summertime, so it could also involve food. Well, when it comes to those kind of things too, cookouts and stuff, how can we eat plant-based? How can we still stay true to meeting our plant-based goals or our nutrition goals? How can we still do that? And how can we still do that if we are traveling and we're really busy and we don't want to go off of our nutrition plan, our nutrition goals, or maybe you just simply want to eat more plant-based, but you're like, I have no idea how I can do this during the summer because it's so busy. So let's talk about this. Number one tip that I have is use the produce that's in season. This is because this produce, it's not just helpful to, and I probably have talked about this before, but it's not just helpful for the farmers and your local economy, but it's also really helpful to do on a health standpoint as well, to eat in season, and can also save you money. So eat in season. And a lot of produce too, especially our fruits, they don't need a lot of prep. We can buy a watermelon and cut it up and we can eat it. You can enjoy it by the pool, give it to your kids. They're gonna love it. It's a healthy, fresh food that you can eat. Watermelon is mostly water, so it's not a lot of calories. It's low in calories. It's sweet, which is really fantastic, and it also has nutrients in it. So it does have vitamin C as well. So that's really fantastic to have something that really the whole family can enjoy. Love watermelon. Could probably eat a whole watermelon. Might turn into a watermelon. I don't know. Other foods that in July are in season is lettuce. So another great point, or something that, kind of a good meal prep idea, is using that lettuce in your garden or from the farmer's market, making jar salads. It's quick and easy. And then you don't have to be in the kitchen, firing up that stove when you really don't want to because it's so hot. To just cut up your fruits, cut up your veggies, add lettuce, add your dressing in a jar. That's all you do. As simple as can be. Make it simple. Don't feel like you have to be hours spending in the kitchen meal prepping when you know that it's probably not going to happen, and feel guilty for not doing it. Make it as simple as possible. So use that fresh produce, again, from the farmer's market. And just to give you guys also what else is in season, I mentioned watermelon, I mentioned lettuce, also berries. Berries are high in antioxidants. So if you want to prevent cancer, if you want to live longer and have longevity, eat your berries. Berries have vitamin C, vitamin E. They're so good for you. Berries are absolutely fantastic. So eat your berries, and you may even find wild berry bushes. Of course, always, wash these off before you eat them. But for the most part, if there's no pesticides on them, they should be okay. What else? Bananas, beets, bell peppers, blackberries, blueberries, mentioned berries, bok choy, broccoli, carrots, cauliflower, cucumbers, eggplant, grapes, green beans, papaya, peas, pineapple, potatoes, raspberries, again, more raspberries. So mostly your berries are, the thing that is definitely in season, mostly in July. It does also depend on where you're located, on what's in season. So I believe I've shared this before, but I'll share it again. Seasonalfoodguide.org. If you go to this website, you can select your state, you can select the month, and then it'll bring you up a produce list for that season. So that's a good way if you're just interested in knowing, or if you go to your farmers market, you'll know what's in season. Um, so that's that. Number two, Veganify. I'm making up this word. I know it's probably not a technical term, but your favorite summer foods and dishes, make them plant based. So if you're trying to go 100% plant based, don't feel like you can't have your favorite summer foods. As this is your first summer being plant based or vegan, you may feel like, well, I have to miss out and I can't eat my favorite foods and salads like my macaroni and salad. That's always been one of my favorite summer foods. So what I did was I actually made a vegan mac salad. If you like the recipe, I certainly can send it to you. But I literally just substituted vegan ingredients, vegan mayo, um, that was pretty much it. Oh, and tofu. I placed the tofu for the or the I placed the eggs with tofu. And then I added turmeric to make the tofu yellow, just like I would tofu scramble. Added my veggies, carrots, celery, all that, and made a mac salad. You could also make, a version of a pasta salad, or one of my favorites is a black bean salad with corn and veggies and cilantro. That's really good too, and a lot of people love that. Even if they're not necessarily plant-based or vegan, they may enjoy that too if you're looking for dishes to take somewhere that is great. And what's great too is with a lot of those dishes too is that even with people with allergies, they may really appreciate that. Or say somebody there is gluten free and they can't really have anything else. So I've really noticed when you make these healthier kind of style of dishes and you bring to a cookout somewhere, there's usually at least one person that's really appreciative of something they can have too to eat. Number three, grilling. Use that grill. Like I said, most of the time in the summer when it's hot out, we don't want to be in the kitchen cooking because it's really hot. So get that grill out. One thing I will say about grilling, well, before I say that, grilling is great, to grill veggies. There's plant based burgers, hot dogs, those sort of things. You could make your own if you're trying to get away from processed foods. Make your own black bean burgers and that sort of thing, or make your own hot dogs, and have those on the grill. So those are things too you could make ahead of time, bring to wherever you're going, or that kind of thing. I will just put it out there as well that you may have heard that grilling also produces carcinogens on our food. That is true. And carcinogens, yes, they do cause cancer. So we don't want to grill a lot. We don't want to grill a ton. But I know it depends on where you live, but at least for us in New York State, we don't grill a lot. We usually just grill during the summer months, which is really June, July, maybe August. That's it. 3 months of really the whole year, 12 months. So we don't grill a lot, but you do want to be careful of that. Hello. Thank you for joining, Dilip. Yes, Dilip. Hi. Welcome. And another thing, I kind of already mentioned this as well, but another tip is make sure to plan ahead, or bring foods to cook out or out to eat. This is the biggest challenge that people have when they're especially their first time plant-based eaters and it's the summertime, is, maybe you go to a cookout and all they have is regular hot dogs and regular hamburgers. Well, as I said, bring your own. They make plant-based burgers now, so it's super easy to do that. I should say vegan. They say plant-based, I should say vegan, because they are still processed, but there's lots of things that you can buy now to bring, so that is great. Dilip said grilling is great for vegans, but for those still eating flesh, fat fills grilling crates. Yes, I think I know what you're saying. Hi, Susan. Welcome. Dilip also says highly carcinogenic hydroxylic amines. Yes, that is the very technical term. Thank you for that. Yes, so we do want to be careful with grilling. We don't want to grill too much. And then lastly, I wanted to share some of my meal prep ideas for the summer, again, to get you out of the kitchen as little as possible. Some, meal ideas that are quick and easy, that don't take a lot of time because it is so hectic and busy during the summer months. I mentioned jar salads. Those are great to do during the summer. Overnight oats are really simple and easy to do as well, and they're cold, which is kind of nice because I don't know about you, but I don't really want to have a hot cereal during the summer. Just I usually go more for cold things, cold foods. I don't really drink soups. I always have like this cold water with me, ice water with me. Um, Tofu scrambled, that's an easy thing to prep ahead of time to eat. Avocado toast, granola bars. These are all things we can create. Granola bars, yes, they do take some more time, but that just kind of gives you an idea of a snack idea. If you want to get away from more processed foods and convenient foods and what's available, then there is some prep that you have to do. But what's nice is you make them and then you have them for the week to grab to have. Um, but grilling vegan is fine. Yes. Um, Especially for grilling vegetables. I mean, I think we can argue that vegetables are good for us, right? We know vegetables are good for us. There's ton of nutrients, tons of vitamins and minerals that are good for us. So um you know there's always bringing that up, just this is kind of just a side note here. um Something we can always think about is when it comes to health, and this comes up over and over again no matter what, is it depends on the individual, and what's really healthy or not, right? Mostly comes down and depends on the individual, because it depends on what's most important. What's most important to you, what's most important for you to stay away from, because it is very difficult to eat perfect. And I think all of us can agree, because there's so much more to eating than just nutrition, right? There's so much more that goes into it. Our culture, our environment, our society, right? The people that we're around. There's so much that goes into how we eat, and also we also tend to eat on our emotions. So, there's so much that's dependent on it. So we can't always eat perfect. And I will even tell you as well that I do enjoy, cooking veggies and cooking my plant-based burgers and things like that on the grill, because those are things that I don't normally have all the time. So to me, it's a treat, which is a lot of fun. So to summarize all of that, one, use produce that's in season. You can find what's in season in your state by using the seasonalfoodguide.org. Veganify your favorite summer foods. Grill your veggies, burgers, all of that stuff to get out of the kitchen. Make sure to plan ahead to bring foods to your cookout or out to eat. Also, meal prep. Also gave you some meal prep ideas on, making jar salads, overnight oats, tofu scramble, avocado toast, keeping things really super simple and easy and quick that you can make ahead of time. I do a lot of, quick kind of meals, not usually in the kitchen for very long. So a lot of times I just do veggie and just make sure I have a veggie, protein, and grain. And there you go. I don't often really honestly make a lot of complicated meals, but I'm also just cooking for myself. So it is different for everybody, but I try to make it as simple as possible. And that's what I share with people as well, because if you get anxiety of overwhelm, then most likely you're not going to stick with it, especially if you're new to it. So we got to make things as simple as we can, even though it's not always simple. Susan also mentioned chia pudding. Yes, I love that idea. Thank you. I'm going to add that to my list. That's a great thing to also make and have, because it's so quick and simple to have. Chia pudding is high in protein, also omegas. Great also if you're active to have after post workout. Chia pudding is great. Also great for substitute like a dessert if you're trying to get away from ice cream or just eat less desserts in general, or stay away from as much sugar. Chia pudding is a great dessert. So easy to make. Yeah, so easy, so quick. And it's cold, so it's a refresh. What again? Something that you can, something that's kind of more of a summer food that we enjoy. More cold foods when it's hotter out. So awesome! Thank you for that. Great. All right. Well, I think I've passed my time here. I like to try to keep these videos very kind of short, not too long. So if you guys have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out to me. As always, you can reach out to me at kaylaslaterrd@gmail.com if you guys have any questions. Also, don't forget to follow me at all the places. Where am I? I am on IG, mostly on Facebook. You can find me. You can also find my page is plant-based performance nutrition and run coaching. You can also find me on G at plant-based underscore performance underscore RD. I'm also on TikTok, YouTube. Yeah, I think that's where I mostly am. So you're welcome. Thank you. Check out our So Many Cooks in the Kitchen monthly shows. We're featuring Onion Saturday. Yes, awesome. Fantastic. Yes, Virtual Veg Fest has so many amazing things going on. So stay tuned this month. I'm sure there's going to be lots of recipes, cooks, and so many things happening here at Virtual Veg Fest Live. So definitely stay tuned and check out the future of what's going on this month. And we will see you, or you'll see me, again back here next month, the first Wednesday of the month. See you then. Bye.